Hello, and welcome to another Rangaroo cast, me Rangaroo, and today we are doing a 2v2 on Omaha. And so, on the left hand side in blue, we have Claremont Roach as 3rd Armored Division, and MacArthur 2016, you're 1 year late buddy, as the 101st Airborne Division. And on the right hand side in red, we have Davianas as the Troph SS Panzer Grenadier, and DNA Manic, who's maniacally playing the 3rd Feldjäger Division. So we're going to speed things up, get things going. One thing I do like about 2v2s, you do see more attack beacons, so we get to see in the mind of who are going to be going where, but it does seem like, yeah, Troph SS going to be going right, and, whoa, is he also sending a Firefly to the left? Oh, okay, I'm guessing Feldjäger's taking middle? And then Troph SS is taking flanks. Well, I think we got more of a even, 101st on the right and 3rd Armored Division onto the left, or top hand side, I should really say. So off we go, and the 3rd Fouch, that's going to be a little bit tricky dicky in that forest. Once those AB engineers get online, they're going to be a rather pain in the butt, even though they have been nerfed a little bit. Against the Feldjäger squad, especially at CQC, they can still put out an immense amount of HE damage. Oh, not for as long, as they have less flamethrower ammunition. So we got Command Stewart heading up north and 2 Command Stewarts. So I just want to know, attacking up here I always find personally to be an absolute pain in the ass, because you have no infrastructure, you don't have many roads, you have this one single road and a lot of defensive positions for Mr. DNA to take advantage of. And Davinas too. It seems like the Germans have really spread out their forces everywhere. We've got the Firefly down south getting hit up by a 37mm gun. Doesn't mean I have to worry about it because it cannot penetrate. And some PZ grunts and 2.5 runs engaging the 37mm. And yeah, the half-track is going to be forcing a stun up on it. We got our lovely LG40, and that's a lot of, Jesus Christ, that's 5 Feldjäger squads concentrated. That is like 235 points worth of units right here. That's just asking to get artillery, buddy. Absolutely asking for it. Panzergren's going to be setting up north. As the 37mm is forced to retreat. I'm trying to light tank. Oh, it's gonna have a trouble against a Firefly. And he's really going to get his 57mm guns into a good position if he wants a bloody chance in killing that Firefly. Fortunately, if he does move out, yeah, he can get shot up from the side by the 57, which is not too good. Yeah, it's really just holding this open ground. It isn't really too scary, though, if you were to literally just run up a few AB engineers for some fire support. You could probably kill it by just running up and bazookaing, because it only has 1 machine gun. And the 50 cal here could suppress the PZ Gren, so I know it's not too much of a threat. I don't think Troph, the Firefly I don't really think is a good option against this matchup, especially against 101st, as you really don't need that. I mean, bloody the 38mm guns, or 50mm guns, I should say, the Germans get, are more than enough to deal with locusts. More than enough. There is the risk of getting a Firefly. It is a real bloody expensive piece of kit. And I'm just really surprised about how split up the Germans is. Let's just take a look, because we got Davinas over here in the flank, so a little bit over here as well. DNA is more mixed in. But if we take a look at the Allied side, yeah, it's just a complete split down the middle, pretty much using the road as the middle area, the cut-off point, which is what you usually do on this map. We've got an assault here from AB rifles. Feldjäger's getting pinned down. That's because there's a 50 cal, and 50 cals are scary. They're very scary if you didn't know. So they do not want to get out in the open with that thing on the prowl. They definitely need some fire support, an artillery piece to do them wonders to try and route that thing out. But the Axes are slowly gaining that slow +1 point advantage, just barely. Some artillery pieces down south. We've got a 75mm howitzer and another 75mm howitzer. Because if the Allies here could get into his hedge line, that'd be a fantastic location. Especially for the AB rifles, as they do have a good line of sight blockers all over the place, and it's just a fantastic defensive location. And once you cap it too, you can put an AT gun here, you can start moving down south, and this is just a big chunk of the map by itself. And for 101st, I would want to be trying to go and attack and moving up, because really that Firefly is not that scary of a threat in hindsight. Got quite a bit of only one artillery piece up top here. I guess you could count your mate Scott, kind of. More of a direct artillery out. Yeah, Panzer Grenadier. Not the best location, now completely surrounded. I mean, you could potentially get a Panzerfaust shot off. Nah, nothing's nearby. But it's going pretty well for the Allies. They just got getting map advantage now. They got artillery down south. We are still in phase A, and once you get into phase B, we'll look a little bit better for the Axis, especially for 100 or the 12th Panzer Division, as they can start getting some actual proper tanks on the field. As they got the Boy de Cromwell, and it's, I mean, both sides using like different, you know, using the same units on the same side. They're not doing that 50-50 split, and I love seeing it. I love it. You're actually doing proper support. It does require a little bit more micro, because you're not playing 2 1v1s, and you'll kind of throw back your map units over the entirety of the map. But for this Boy de Cromwell over here is going to be pretty good if it wasn't getting shot at by Stuart. There's more open ground engagements for it to take advantage of, and the Panzer 06 slowly making its rain down south, and well, he probably could have used that Cromwell better if he didn't rush it into enemy tank fire. Because the Americans here have quite a push going for them. They got half-track support guns and armoured rifles moving through and making a breakthrough. And if they can make a breakthrough into this area, that's going to be great. Good defensive location. You have that road, which is vitally important, because usually attacking up here is a bit more pain in the butt. And while being my roads is, if you look at it from this side here, you really all you got is this one area. If you want to get a unit over here, it usually means they either have to dismount and go through this hedge maze, or they have to go up here. And usually at the start of the match it's very risky, because if you move out where you can get shot at by AT guns up here. And if you try to attack over this field, once again it's kind of a long supply line. The Axis finally using their Fouchakers a bit more effectively, moving through these hedge road mazes in this top middle section of the map, taking some ground. And we're going to be reaching phase B. We've got Panzer 2 up top. We've got both light tanks working together. How cute. There are Stuarts and AT guns. They're not exactly the most shooted against enemy Stuarts. And that's quite a lot of Stuarts. Jesus. I mean, it's not a bad choice, because Stuarts are good. And are they 70 points? No, they're 90 points. My bad. It's the Scottish ones 70. I'm about to say, if you're at 70, you can pretty much get one every minute. But that's not the case. So we got off-map party being brought into the middle here, and that's quite a lot of 101st Airborne stuff out in the open. But they got 50 cows, and with the 50 cows and artillery, they're going to be beating those Fouchakers in an open ground engagement. Same thing over here, but this time we got armoured rifles once again, so maybe rifles too. And he really needed some fire support sooner in this middle hand section. Like I said before, mortar piece would do absolute wonders. Off-map party is also a good choice in hindsight as well. But I think he just needs something a little bit sooner. We got some LG40s now, but I just think mortars early on would have been the best choice. All B-26 Marauder going in for out bomb and run. It's no B-17, but it can still drop quite a lot of boom. Will it be enough to kill a light tank? Nope. No, it's not. No, it's not. Messerschmitt chasing the B-26, really get the kill? Yes, it does. Good intercept here from DNA. And he does want to start taking advantage of his air power because, of course, he's playing the, not Laughlander, the Valchager deck. Panzer 4 up north, which is going to be great because there's quite a few Sturts to try and knock out here. And Scots as well. Entering to your Locust, getting shot at by a Firefly. Right across the open ground here. And it's pretty quiet down south. Really not much going on. There's a few skirmishes here and there between artillery and machine guns, but nothing really crazy. The Germans doing a good job holding at Orchard Field. Valchager's getting hit up by the arty. And there, once again, this is the 50 cows and M1919s are really tipping their advantage here to MacArthur. Even though Valchagers are scary in open ground engagements against enemy fire support with no fire support of their own, they're not going to be doing too good. Especially also that the AB rifles are in some pretty damn nice cover in the buildings there. And that's going to be a second off-map party on that rifles. They really want them dead. And Americans making a push up north here. Got a 75 Sherman. And the artillery piece killing the Pak 38 here. And Panzer 4 is not exactly in the best position to really deal with the threat of that enemy Sherman. And it's just a mass of armor. I mean, it's nothing too crazy. There's no like super unit here, but you got 2 Scotch half tracks, AA pieces, an AT gun backing up. It's kind of a death blob at this point, but without Zealots or those giant Colossi. That's what they call them, bloody StarCraft. Giant war the road eaters, walkers, thingies, whatever. Germans in a bit of a skirmishing down south for Panzer 2 and half track. They are getting artillery, which is usually not good when you're under artillery fire. It's pretty bad. And we got Tiger E, no Rittman, just the regular Tusa. And that should help clear things up in this center part of the map. Artillery from the Germans up north would definitely help out too, because that is rather clumped up together. Panzer 4 forcing the Scot to fall back a bit, and that 75 Sherman isn't too nearby. I mean, if they can sneak up another AT gun up here too, that'd be good. And it seems like the Tiger, I don't think attacking down this road is gonna be the best bet, because we've got a lot of guns over it. Probably maneuvering a Tiger down here and using its longer range advantage would definitely do wonders. And also having 2 tanks right next to each other isn't the best way to gain map control. You want to try and spread out your units a little bit. So the Rest Bay is doing a bit of artillery strikes on the 57mm, and the Valchager is still managing to control this middle northern Saxon just barely. The artillery is coming down quite strong. And too bad they couldn't really take advantage of his flank too much. They did have an LG-40 and a Pak F-38 over here, but you know, another AT gun to something that would have done them wonders, because this is all out in the open. Oh no, 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 you're not going to just rush a Tiger up. This isn't Fury, buddy. Because in this game, the 76mm actually kills flipping Tigers from maximum range. Oh god, that was dumb. That was not a smart move. He really bottles himself off in that location, yeah. I mean, I would have kept the Panther 4, yeah, and like just have the Tiger down south a bit. That was not good. That's not good at all. And the Allies just have fantastic combined arms. They got artillery, they got infantry, they got fire support, they got anti-tank guns. Like I said, it's a bloody death blob. And even though none of it's really heavily armoured, most heavily armoured unit here has 6 bloody armour, it's still a pain in the ass to kill because there's a lot of units to deal with. I mean, we finally got the Rest Bay giving some fire support. You know, it's not exactly hitting anything, that's a problem. And the Allies are now starting to do a breakthrough here, capturing the manor. Now, if they can capture the town, that's going to be a good defensive location to hold on to. LG-40, yeah, it's not going to be able to kill that bloody Sherman. But the B1 can't either, because it has trouble penetrating. It only has like 9 pen. Big could pen the Sherman. I mean, I do believe... I mean, this is probably going to sound pretty obvious, but I do believe plain anti-tank weaponry do actually gain penetration when they get closer. It just makes logical sense. But we've got a trade-off here of both planes. And the Feldjägers have got pushed back a little bit, and we've got a lot of glider rifles here. And this is going to be the problem that 101st Airborne getting into this later stages of the match as we are now in C phase, is he has run out a lot of his airborne units, and now he has to deal with the mid-tier glider rifles, which, spoiler alert, they have rifles, a lot of them, but rifles aren't usually enough. Bomb and run, yeah. And this is going to be pretty good for the Feldjäger division if he can just continue bringing out planes like a maniac. Pun wasn't intended, by the way. Second Tiger up north. Hopefully he doesn't lose it in a dumb ray as before. And up in this northern section, it's going to be good. Got that long range advantage to take advantage of. Problem is AT guns. And he doesn't really have any recon. Yeah, he really does not have any recon, which is not good. You want to have eyes on the enemy, buddy. Especially with AT guns on the field. Because I feel like he's going to lose his Tiger to the same ray. Instead of 57 mil. Oh, it did get spotted because it is out in the open, so the Tiger should be able to get the kill. With that bloody big 88mm gun it has. And finally some counter battery on the M7. The M7, yeah, just obliterated Pack 40. I was at least expecting it to survive a shot or two, but nope, just dead Aruni. Oh, bomb and run on Tiger E, forcing it to retreat. The Messerschmitt comes and gets a kill. And Maniac is just on point with his Messerschmitt. And the Allies still have that slow plus 1 point advantage. They have momentum up top there. Starting to break his middle section too. There's not much here really compared to what the Allies have. They got the tank, which is the big factor. You know, the B1's gonna come in and try and contest that point. Will it contest it? Will it blow it up? Will Sherman? Yeah, it sinks. And it doesn't trim. M4 Sherman DD. And that's gonna clear things up a little bit for the Germans. I think a Stug would definitely help out quite a bit, because the glider rifles are great, but they outnumber the Feldjägers by quite a bit. Now, is going to be more Feldjägers or Feldjäger Pioneers? That's a question. B1 going in. I think he's trying to get the artillery piece, but he's just getting completely shot up by American AA net. And there's not really many AA units, it's just 50 cows. And there goes the B1. Showing that anti-aircraft anti-aircraft guns are now pretty damn good. Pioneers getting close with the armoured rifles. And there they go. Grenade gets off, and down goes the armoured rifles. Panzer IV out in the open, just gets obliterated by the 76mm. And we haven't even seen a jumbo. No, think about it, from the 3rd Armoured. Yeah, he's just been using regular 75 Shermans. Not even a 76mm Sherman. He does have good positioning because of pretty much all the hedgerows here, and he's playing a bit more defensive. He can get a brave just using 76mm guns. And Americans just gaining that slow plus run. Is that off map? Yeah, it's off map. Naval artillery, baby. And that's a lot of soft targets here, so that should really be the finishing blow in this middle section for the Allies to move up and clear, finish the job. Go bomb and run here from the Focke-Wulf. Oh, gets the mortar piece. Damn good. And there's a Ju-88, so that's going to be responding inclined to the naval artillery. Getting some damn good stuns, so that's going to stop any American assault for a little bit. The AP rifles down south having a jolly good time. Second off map party on the Feldjägers. B-26 Mortar going to be responding. There we go. All in just one Feldjäger, but hey, And all the Messerschmitt. It seems like he's going to get the kill. Just not enough AA down south. Oh, oh. Great roll. Oh, yeah, there you go. Clutch from the M15s. Clutch. Northern Marauder helped out too, saving its own skin because it does have the gunner turret on the back. Very clutch. That was a bit of a nail biter here. Oh, there we go. Finally, we got the Jumbo. The lovely Jumbo. Best unit in game. I'm not even being sarcastic. We've got the Tiger moving up a little bit. This is not the best way to move up your Tiger, and I really want to sit here and explain why. Because when you have heavy tanks such as Tigers, Panthers, King Tigers, etc., even though they're extremely heavily armored, it's never a good idea to have him on the front line like this. First up, he's surrounded by enemy infantry. Fortunately for him, it's mainly just recon stuff, nothing here of bazookas. If there was a bazooka squad, they probably could have got him a bit earlier. And number two, he probably has no eyes on. Yeah, he has... Wait, we need to pause, unpause, there we go. He pretty much has no eyes on. He doesn't know if there's anything over here in the forest, anything over here, or over here. This is all... He has no bloody idea. No infantry screening the rain. He knows there's stuff down here, but it's still very risky. When you are moving up Tigers, heavy tanks, have infantry in front. Always. Even if it slows down your push, you want to make sure, because even though they are a heavily armored tank and they can take a beat, and even a Tiger can take a few shots, especially from lower class Germans, M57mm guns, and especially a King Tiger, which is the ultimate example, because really only 17 pounders can kill King Tigers, and even then, from the side, it's still extremely risky. Because once that heavy tank is on the field, such as this, and more extreme scenario, King Tigers, the opponent will just send everything they have. Doesn't matter how much money they have to try and kill it. And you're going to lose it in a silly way because it gets stunned up and get shot-shotted. In this case, the Tiger didn't move up without any recon, got killed by a 76mm gun. Lightning killed a recon unit. Yeah, it was going to do recon. Yeah, it's just now knowing that it's a 76mm gun here, and is that going to kill the Panzer IV? Is it? Oh yeah, he's dead. He's dead. But good use of 76mm guns there from Claremont. I'm also thinking, yeah, Panther would have helped out better than the Tiger, especially if staged in the game, because the later Panthers, the BF, does have 14 frontal armor, which is much better than 12 when you're fighting against 76mm guns. But like I said before, it's just, like, once again, is he gonna do it again? Yes, he is, and he's even reversing. That's better. Your heavy tanks are meant to be at the back. End of the day. Or the midline. The front line's for your infantry cannon fodder. You've got the Ad Panzer here. Don't think it's going to be able to do too much. And really, this is just good positioning from the Americans, because it's all short range, which favours them quite a lot. And there's just a lot of hedgerows, forest, and it's a death ball. It's really hard to penetrate that much without doing some crazy off-map party. Or some bombing runs, which can get the job done. There's got a bit of a furball happening up north. And the Allies have pretty much penetrated through the centre now, as they completely lost steam in the middle. DNA Maniac. Completely lost all steam. Really need a Panzer 06 here, but just can deal with the American onslaught of glider rifles and airborne rifles. And yeah, this is pretty much going to be a good game for the Allies, as you might guess. There goes Davinias. any day now. Let's just really finishing blows as the Allies do take the victory. And yeah, Clement's got a lot of kills in that match. Doesn't surprise me. And everything else is usually actually pretty good. DNA Maniac actually did pretty decently considering. And this, yeah, that's just pretty good kills from Stuart. Yeah, nothing actually too crazy. You got 76mm knocking out 2 Tigers and a Panzer IV and a Pak 40. It's okay, that is a little bit crazy, but nothing like long. It's all pretty spread out apart from the outer of AT guns doing pretty good. And tanks as well. Losses. Lost a lot of that single Panzer IV, mainly just infantry. Well, a jumbo too, so that's pretty good use of the Panzer IV, right? Yeah. And just take a look at history real fast. It's pretty even back and forth considering for most of the match. But yeah, the Allies has got a good defensive position, and they pretty much just held on to a +1. And that +1 was because they held that northern position there of Clermont, and they just slowly riddled away at the German defences, especially in the centre, which is quite funny considering 130 isn't meant to do so well in C phase, or 3rd Feldjäger is meant to do pretty damn well. It's kind of vice versa effect. So yeah, a good match. I'm going to shut up and leave it at yeah, this has been another Ringroot cast. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as usual, please just take it easy.